So, free field recordings. I will show you where to get some high quality field recordings for free. I will explain what I wanted to do, why I didn't do it, what I plan to do. It's all about technology and the psychological. I'll get to that in a minute. First of all, let's show you where you can get some high quality free field recordings. They are on a website called Luftrum. I keep wanting to put an S in it, Luftrum, but it's not. It's Luftrum. So let's dive over there now and take a look and a listen. So this is the Luftrum site, and these are the free field recordings. There are about 60 here, I think, and you can scroll through them. I will just play one or two for you so you can see the sort of things which you get. Now, if you've seen some of my other videos, you'll know I have a degenerative eye condition, and I'm sorry to go on about this again, but I can't actually read this. So with your permission, I will switch on the magnifier, which gives me a fighting chance to see what's going on here, and you will be able to read these very clearly from a distance if you want to. So you can see there are many natural sounding recordings. Birds seem to be a favourite. Oceans seem to be a favourite. You can't go wrong with these natural things. They're very, very organic, and a lot of people just like listening to them just because they're really nice, natural, variant sounds. Forest before the rain. It's a very quiet one. How did they know it was going to rain? Maybe they didn't. Crunchy. So once you select one, you can download it by clicking on this little download arrow here. That will open up a download window so you can save individual recordings. There are some really interesting recordings here. Let me just stop this and see if I can find one or two. Oh, this is bees. This is very summery. Oh, look at this. Dear old puppies. Oh, they sound like pigs. I love dogs. That's a really interesting sound. I don't think I would have guessed they were puppies from that. But there's another interesting one here. Let me see if I can find it. A freezer vacuum. So that's mechanical, but it's also organic. And there are some other industrial type sounds which would be absolutely perfect for industrial dark ambient soundtracks. This is the one I wanted to play for you. Ants eating sugar. Listen to this. Now, I've not. If you just heard that, I don't think you would guess what it was. But knowing that it's ants eating sugar, it sounds a bit creepy. But again, very organic. Okay, I will switch off my magnifier and just have another look at the page here. You can download all of these for free, one at a time. They are distributed under Creative Commons Attribution License, which means you are free to use them for whatever purpose, even commercially, but you do need to give attribution. However, if you pay, I know these are free, I'm not trying to sell you anything at all, but if you pay an incredibly small amount of money, you can see here $5, gosh, or $10 or $25. This is a donation to the World Wildlife Foundation, which tries to put right all the things which humans have done wrong in the world wildlife. area. So it's a donation, but even for for $5 you do not have to provide attribution, and you get another 300 field recordings. So you get these and another 300, and I just couldn't resist them. I want all the sizes and all the colors, so I did make a donation and downloaded another 300 sounds. And if you do make a donation, you get to download 2 files, so you don't have to download these one at a time. It does say that the Safari browser on Mac will not download them. The file size is 22 gigabytes. That's quite a chunk of WAV files. So, armed with a handful of field recordings, I thought it would be a good idea to show you what you can do with them. Now, this seemed to me to fall into 2 groups. You can use them as a backdrop, as a soundscape, as a bed to put other sounds or tunes or complete pieces of music on top of. In addition, or alternatively, you can process the heck out of them. And I'm afraid this is where I came up short. I spent hours messing about processing a range of field recordings, trying to come up with something in some sort of order, something that would make sense, something that I could put in a video and show you, and I just failed miserably. I was swamped. Technology gives us so much choice. I was simply overcome by too many options. So I tried to find a logical progression, such as adding reverb, which is always a good thing to add if you are creating ambient music. You could add delays to certain types of sound to good effect. You can filter them. You can add gating effects to noises such as oceans and rain. You can add phasing and flanging and chorus, and it just goes on. So it was probably just me, and I couldn't get my act together well enough to produce an ordered list of suggestions. But you know, I don't think you really need them. Just go into your DAW, load up a field recording and run through a list of the processes available to you and see what happens. It's all about experimentation, and you will be able to transform some of these sounds if that's what you want to do. If you don't want to use rain or ants eating sugar as a backdrop to your next piece of dark industrial ambient music, and see what sort of results you can get. And that is going to be far more useful than me saying, look, I've produced this sound from this field recording. You will enjoy it a lot more, really. But one thing I thought I might try after I had lost the will to listen to another processed field recording was just to create some short snippets of field recordings in collaboration with other pieces of music, so you could see how I had used them in a practical way. Now, that video may or may not appear. It is on my list of things to do, and it is something which I will find really interesting. So watch this space, as they say. Okay, that's enough for me for this video, telling you about my failings and shortcomings as a field recording processor, producer, music type person. I hope you found it mildly interesting. I hope you do go and get some of these field recordings and incorporate them in your own music. If you do, then please leave a link to any pieces you produce in the comment section. I'd be really interested to hear what you do with them. And if you have enjoyed this video in any way, shape or form whatsoever, then perhaps you would like to consider subscribing to the channel, ringing the bell. Thank you, so YouTube tells you when I post a new video. And do please click the big thumb, especially if you enjoyed it. As always, I really do appreciate you spending your time watching my videos, so for that, thank you very much indeed. I will see you again very soon in the next one.